What is up, and welcome to SGPN's The Daily Dog. I'm your host, Britton Hess. I'm here with my favorite Underdog Fantasy Pick'em plays for Thursday, December 5th, 2024. If you're new to Underdog Fantasy, sign up for promo code DailyDog. That's DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com or on the Underdog Fantasy app. That promo code is definitely worth your time and the effort of putting it in. 50% deposit match bonus worth up to $1,000. That's a lot of free slips to play with and a lot of bites at the apple to make some extra money. All right, like usual, we've been giving out underdog slips all week for Thursday Night Football, so we're going to do that little recap of the slips we gave out earlier this week and also a new one for today. And then we're going to get into some NBA and NHL picks. I changed it up a little bit. We've had some bad luck by going just straight sport by sport, so I've got some mixed slips coming up. You don't have to play it that way. You don't have to play it. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can cherry pick picks because, man, my slips have not been hitting during weekdays. It's been like all weekend action, and I'm sure it'll happen again this weekend. We got lots of good stuff on deck. But on that note, let's get to Thursday Night Football. The new slip that I am adding today, Christian Watson higher than 0.5 rushing plus receiving touchdowns. Obviously, Romeo Doubs being out of this game just gives a more target share, more touchdown equity, as they say, or more touchdown equity for our guy, Christian Watson. Christian Watson is, a big play receiver. He doesn't need to be in the red zone to get a touchdown, that's for sure. He's got speed. He's got long speed. He can score from anywhere on the field. So giving Christian Watson higher than half a rushing plus receiving touchdown in this game. The Lions have given up some big plays. I mean, they're not a bad defense by any means, but they've given up some big plays. We're going to go to the tight end on the other side next. We're going to go to Sam Laporta, higher than 0.5 rush plus receiving touchdowns. Jared Goff looks for this dude in the red zone, even when other guys are open. Give me Sam Laporta higher than 0.5 rushing plus receiving touchdowns. Just a really good weapon for this team. I mean, that's why the Lions are so good. They've got weapons everywhere. Who would have thought that this team would be built this way, where they've got a legit threat at tight end when there's like 5 good tight ends in the entire league. So good for them on that one. Sam Laporta higher than 0.5 rushing plus receiving touchdowns. Next one, Josh Jacobs higher than 90.5 rushing plus receiving yards. He's a bell cow. He's a workhorse. He's a guy that gets better late in the game. He can get a lot of receiving yards. He can make big plays in the pass game and in the rush game. That's what you want. 90.5 rush yards. I wouldn't be surprised if he had 91 rush yards, if he had 91 receiving yards. I wouldn't be surprised if he has 50 of each. I wouldn't be surprised if he has 60 and 40. I mean, the guy has a great shot at getting 100 plus receiving or rushing plus receiving yards in this game. So I'm happy to take this number at 90.5 rush plus receiving yards, especially when you think about all the injuries in the front seven on this Lions team. That really plays into Josh Jacobs' strengths. This is a real big slip. This is a lotto ticket. This is 15.65x multiplier, which is 14 or 14.5 to 1, in sports betting terms. So 15.65x multiplier, nothing to scoff at. You can really have a good week based on one play right there. All right, let's revisit the slip I gave out with Munaf Manji yesterday. Munaf and I settled on Amon-Ra, St. Brown, higher than 6.5 receptions. That's still there. But that one's still there. It hasn't changed that much, but Jameson Williams, longest reception, higher than 21.5 yards, now 22.5 yards. I think it's still safe to play at 22.5. I mean, when it gets like 25.5, that's when I would slow down, but basically up to 24.5, I think is still all right. Jayden Reed, higher than 47.5 receiving yards, now 58.5. Obviously, the Dubs news affected things, and it's up 11 yards. I don't know if I'd necessarily love it up there. I mean, I think you can probably go with south of 60. I mean, if anything less than 60 is probably okay, but these receivers on Green Bay, kind of rotate. Who's got the big game week to week? But I still think Jayden Reed's okay at 58.5. 47.5 was obviously much better. So shout out to Munaf Manji at SportsNerd824 for getting that one in for us early. Still 6.48x multiplier on that slip. Tuesday's slip we gave out, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, higher than 0.5 rushing plus receiving touchdowns. That one, that's come down a little bit. Christian Watson, higher than 43.5 receiving yards. That's up to 49.5 receiving yards. Still love it. He's a guy that I said early in the week, and I'll say it again. You can play alts with this guy. When he goes over a pick, it's not usually by a little bit. He goes for 20 yards in a game on one catch, or he'll have 3 catches for 120. So I'm fine with Christian Watson at higher than 49.5. And again, I mean, I literally like Jayden Reed, probably good to 59.5. So Yeah, I love the 43.5 we locked in early, but you know what? I'm not sad about 49.5 either. Jordan Love higher than half an interception. I still like that one as well. I just think the guy is not exactly the most conservative with the ball, I guess you would say. He definitely is not afraid to take some shots with the ball and try to get, make something happen. So, no problems there for me keeping that one on the slip. The only problem is that was a 6.1x slip when we gave it out. Now it's 5.61x, which is not ideal. All right. Before we get to the 82ers, the NBA and NHL picks, I want to quickly mention that so much of our audience, especially on YouTube, is people who are not subscribed. I don't know why you wouldn't subscribe. It's free. Just do it. Just click that sub button. Let's get those numbers up. If you're listening to this and you haven't subscribed, just do it. And even leave a review if you're a podcast listener. Just take the 2 seconds and click 5 stars. If you think it's only 4 stars, fine. I'll take that too. But anything less than that, save your time. Don't give me a review. The YouTube stats are kind of weird because most of the viewers are literally not subscribed, but there's a lot of repeat viewers who aren't subscribed, which is just kind of weird. All right. 82er combo number 1. I call them 82ers because these are 82 game season people. And as I said at the top of the show, I'm just taking a day off of doing a straight NBA slip and a straight NHL slip. Instead, I've got 3 2-leg combo slips with 1 NBA and 1 NHL player in each one. It's what I mean. Sometimes you just got to change the game a little bit. Obviously we're not totally changing, our approach to this, but I just wanted to switch it up because I'm tired of losing slips on weekdays in these dang sports. All right, 82er combo number 1. RJ Barrett higher than 1.5 3-pointers made. He's just continually undervalued in this market against the Thunder. He's going to have plenty of chances to shoot. So give me RJ Barrett higher than 1.5 3-pointers made. Then I'm going to go Leon Draisaitl higher than half a goal. I don't know why you still get a positive multiplier on this guy. He's scoring the goal a ton this NHL season. Give me Draisaitl higher than 0.5 goals. This is a 2.9x, so it's plus 190 in sports betting terms. 82er combo number 2. We're going to go to Roman Josi of the Nashville Predators, higher than 0.5 assists at the Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens are one of the worst defensive and goaltending teams in the league. Actually, the Canadiens, like on a straight bet, aren't that bad, but I think that there's going to be plenty of opportunity for goals for the Preds here. And Roman Josi is a dude who can get the puck to a teammate and who will then get that puck into the netting. And then I'm pairing that with Ja Morant, higher than 21.5 points. Ja Morant's just looked good lately. He's looked like a real scorer. So I'm just going to keep on riding the hot hand there. Higher than 21.5 points is good. Obviously, I would like 19.5 or something like that more. But anything south of 25, I'm interested in that with Ja Morant. So this 82er combo number 2, Roman Josi of the Predators, higher than 0.5 assists against the Canadiens, and then Ja Morant higher than 21.5 points. That is a straight 3x multiplier. 82er combo number 3, we get a little crazier, but nothing too crazy. We're going to take Brandon Miller higher than 4.5 3-pointers made, not 3.5. I mean, if you want to play a little bit more conservative, you can go 3.5. But I think in this matchup with the Knicks, I think that, he's just got to keep on chucking them up, and he's a guy who can definitely hit 5 3-pointers in a game. And I think that, maybe, just maybe, these Hornets are hot shooting. Brandon Miller's a hot shooter, and this game gets a little bit competitive, at least for 3 quarters. Pairing that one with Sam Reinhart of our Florida Panthers, higher than 0.5 goals. Again, great scorer, great assist guy. You can do points, you can do assists, you can do goals. I went with goals here. So Sam Reinhart higher than 0.5 goals, 4.27x multiplier. All right, so that is 382er combo, 382er combo slips. RJ Barrett higher than 1.5 3-pointers made with Leon Draisaitl higher than 0.5 goals, 2.9x. Combo 2, Roman Josi higher than 0.5 assists for the Predators with the Memphis Grizzlies higher than 21.5 points. Wow, that's a Tennessee combo. I didn't even do that on purpose, and that's a 3x multiplier. 82er combo number 3, Brandon Miller higher than 4.5 3-pointers made, and Sam Reinhart higher than 0.5 goals, 4.27x. And then, quickly, people on another show I do called Just Win Sports with Amal Shaw, we do kind of more sports betting stuff than props and fantasy picks. But talking about this game with Packers and the Lions, I think it really can go either way. I mean, I want to bet the Lions, but we'll see if it gets much, see if the sharps, quote unquote, come in on the Packers here, and then we get a better price on the Lions. But I want to see a couple drives either way before I actually bet this game. So it's going to be a live selection for me. If you want more betting content, check out Just Win Sports wherever you get your podcast. And thank you for listening. Let's make some money.